A little more upside to the markets today as, yes, once again, the hated financials and loathed retailers led the way higher. Tech finished up at the end of the day despite VMware, EMC, and SanDisk, well, stinking up the joint. Mostly traders were in sit-and-wait mode for the Fed rallies, though. The markets, both the Fed future markets and the stock markets, I think, seem to think a 50 basis point cut is a foregone conclusion. People used to think that risk was a part of investing. The theme of today's show is, will the Fed simply do what the market expects since our government and the investment class seem to have decreed death to downside risk? Free money for everybody all the time. If you got money, you'll always get more. I don't know. I thought you might have to take some risks to make your money work for you. At any rate, I love answering your guys' emails. As always, you know you can write me at Cody@foxbusiness.com. You can hit Rebecca at gogo@foxbusiness.com. Let's hit some viewer emails right now. Thomas in Arizona was watching yesterday when I gave some advice to my mom. He said, quote, "You told your mom to put some money back into equities yesterday. What are equities?" Equities, really just another word for stocks, putting money back into the stock market. I'm basically saying that she, in her case, needs to buy some mutual funds that she had been selling to put the money into treasuries. So I wanted to get some more exposure to the stock market. We use the term equities sometimes to mean that. Penny in Florida says, "I always hear that bonds are safer than stocks. What's the difference between a stock and a bond, and why are bonds safer?" The easiest way to answer that is simply, look, a stock is ownership in the company itself, whereas a bond, you're borrowing money from someone. Think about this. If I'm running a small internet company and I borrow, say, I put money on my Amex, $20,000, $30,000, I got to pay it back at the end of the month, right? That is not nearly as risky as, say, the guys who have actually gave me money, and I don't have to give the money back to them. They bought a piece of my company. The people who lend me money, I always have to pay first. The people that I give me money for my company, I don't have to pay back. They only get returns if the company grows. Much more risky to own rather than to lend. Anne in New York has a question about copyrights and investing. She writes, "All these copyright laws are driving me crazy. Are the commercial video copyright holders facing the same fate as the record labels?" Great question. What are your favorite copyright holder investments, long or short? You know, I think we're essentially seeing already that the video copyright holders are preemptively figuring out that they have to get the internet legalized. They're going to allow for file trading. They're going to allow for embedding on sites like Hulu.com and other places. It's a dam that's starting to break. I don't think they're going to face the same, you know, like the Warner Music Groups of the world have gone from 30 to $5 over the last few years because they haven't figured out the internet revolution. Bottom line is, my favorite companies in the content is king kind of thought process in video would be Lionsgate and even Disney. You got a gift today. Disney's down a good chunk today. It's been down from 35 to 28 in the last few months. I like Disney. I like Lionsgate. Those are probably the best plays on content ownership in the video world. Tracy?
I like Disney too, and especially because their room rates are down. They're saying that's because of the recession. But it's it's a golden opportunity for somebody who wants to get in long term.
I think so. I would expect, believe it, I'm going to throw this out there. I think Disney will be at $100 within 10 years. I know it's a long way out.
If I keep bringing my family, there's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it.
They're going to figure out how to monetize all of those wonderful Disney properties, from The Little Mermaid to Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I got them.
They're going to get it out.
I got them all. It's Mickey Mouse galore in my home. All right.